Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today. And I'm going to talk about how next gen customer experience for BFSI can be achieved using MarTech. Before I get started, a quick introduction about who I am, why am I talking to you today. I'm a part of Miram. Miram is a full service digital agency, and we are a part of the WPP group. And specifically, we have 7,500 plus practitioners for MarTech all over the world, 900 plus certifications. And Miram itself is a center of excellence for Salesforce. We partner with customers across this entire spectrum, from think, which is to come up with strategy and concept, trigger, which is create campaigns, content, touch, which is building experiences and platform, track, which is analysis and insight, and transform. We partner with customers across this entire spectrum, and we have a whole host of customers that we work with across this entire digital 360 offering that Salesforce offers, right from one is to one cross channel communication, digital advertising, DX, which is digital experience, real time personalization, and customer service. So we have this kind of end to end experience. And within the BFSI space, we have deep experience from working with brands such as the ones that you can see on your screen right now. One of the things we pride ourselves on is making sure the customer is able to derive the kind of business results they're getting, and which is why time after time, we get great CSAT scores from our customers. We also invest a lot in building our certified professional base, as well as building accelerators and products which sit on top of the Salesforce offering. Today's day, 2021, creating next generation customer experience in BFSI is possible. Let me tell you how. So let's take a look at today's all digital customer. You know, the customer at one point in time was, kind of making a transition somewhere between being all physical to being increasingly more digital. What COVID has done over the course of last year is kind of accelerated that transition very, very rapidly, right? So you have somebody who, would have taken maybe 3 to 5 more years to reach where they are right now in terms of their digital behavior. They've reached that within the course of 1 year. So today's customer is an all digital customer. This is very interesting. This comes from some of the research that Salesforce has conducted. What was once visionary is now mandatory, right? That's the change in paradigm that has happened. Over the course of last year, 71% global year on year digital revenue growth. I mean, where have we ever seen such numbers? 71% year on year growth. 127% online or curbside pickup revenue growth. So this is, of course, for industries where such a thing as curbside pickup exists. Social channel referral has gone up 104%. I mean, these are the kind of numbers that we've seen over the course of last year. At the same time, digitizing human relationships is hard. Even today we say things like, oh, nothing beats a face-to-face interaction, nothing beats physical warmth, and so on and so forth, right? So we all recognize that digitizing human relationships is hard, but 76% of customers today are expecting consistent interaction across departments, whether it's marketing, whether it's customer service, whether it's sales, whether it is interactions with the product, what have you. They want consistency. 43%, and this is now that was on the consumer side, but if we look at the digital side, the digital leader side, the professional side, 43% people say that single source of truth is the top CX challenge they face. I mean, all digital leaders, including the ones attending this event today, would love to give users the kind of consistent experience that they desire. But the biggest challenge they're facing is, what is a single source of truth? How do I, across all my various departments, present a single source of truth to my professionals so that this experience is created? So that's the divide, that's the gap that we see. And which is where a platform such as Salesforce Digital 360 can really come to a brand's kind of support. So Salesforce, as you know, world's number one CRM. The core of Salesforce is to build a single source of truth with the customer at the center. It's a platform which allows absolutely fast time to value, which means that whether it is launching websites, creating campaigns, building apps, you can do it absolutely quickly. It's scalable and flexible. Some of the largest organizations in India and the world today use this platform, and it has a track record of proven customer success. Time and again, customers who are looking to grow and scale partner with Salesforce Digital 360 and a partner like Miram in order to ensure that they succeed. And this is a proven track record, right? So, we saw how the consumer has evolved. We saw that the demands of today's consumers have changed, and they are, very demanding. At the same time, brands don't always have everything in their toolkit or skill set in order to address those demands. And that's where a platform like Salesforce Digital 360 comes to fore. What I want to do now is, and spend a lot of my time in this particular section of my presentation, is I want to talk about how this platform can enhance customer experience in BFSI, right? And I want to do that using a absolutely live case, because I think that's the best way, where the rubber meets the road in a sense, right? So this is some work that we did for one of India's leading asset management companies. This is a company which is, within the BFSI space would be like a household equivalent of a household name. Client investments over 1 trillion INR are managed by this AMC. It's one of the top 10 largest asset managers by AUM. And of course, large on ground presence, across 46 cities and clients across 280 towns and so on and so forth. Now, what was the brief that this client gave us? First part of the brief, if you remember in my previous slide, I spoke about single source of truth. First part of the brief: unify the customer data. There is so much customer data that they have, so many legacy systems that they have. How can we unify the customer data? The second requirement they had was, they had been consistently investing in technology products over time. Can we audit their investments, and can we advise them on what is it that they need to do in order to achieve, this segment of one, as we like to call it? And how do we, so again, one of the things we consistently see is, only investing in technology doesn't give us the value just by that tech investment, right? There have to be internal organization level change management and so on that is required to make sure we derive the right value. And that's where, the ask was, how do you build automated processes to be able to use this data to run personalized communication campaigns from whatever it is that we build? So this was like the three-part client brief. What we did for them is that, to begin with, we did what is called as a detailed discovery with them, right? And this discovery included collecting information before, like a discovery workshop, but then also conduct multiple different workshops to understand the business process itself. And what we realized was, we found that there were four key things, or four key insights that we were able to figure out. And these are, while they are specific to asset management company, there are very strong parallels to be drawn to other organizations within the BFSI space as well, right? So the first observation was that they had already invested in platforms, strong tech platforms. So it was not like they were starting out from scratch. They had existing platforms they had invested in. There were certain industry regulations that the customer had to keep in mind while communicating. It is a regulated industry. Further, they had a lot of assets which were underutilized, and they were still using their own old traditional ways of reaching out to customers. That was something that had to be changed. There was an immense scope for personalization, right? And that personalization with the objective of reduction in churn. So an AMC has a lot of information about a user. No, it could have information about how much money are they investing. It has information about what sort of risk appetite do they have. Many times, when customers use things like calculators and so on and so forth on the AMC website, you can get ideas about what their financial goals are and so on and so forth. So a lot of information, but that was not being used to personalize the data. And obviously the last observation that we had was that, and we'll show you how these actually became results that we were able to deliver. The last observation that we had was, there was an opportunity for better conversions within the same marketing spends, right? So keeping the same marketing spends, how do we increase the number of conversions? So these were the findings from the discovery workshop that we carried out. We then proposed a specific solution and implemented that particular solution. So let me talk a little bit about that, right? So what we said is, okay, the Salesforce MarTech stack is what, with all the features that I've spoken about so far, fits very, very well, especially when it comes to the cross-channel communication that is needed with the customer, across social ads, SMS, email, in-app, and so on and so forth, website landing pages and so on, right? We also proposed some integrations with the legacy system that the customer had. For example, the customer already had a recommendation engine that was up and running, which was throwing some good recommendations, but there was no way for those, individualized recommendations to reach a particular customer without the use of a MarTech platform like Salesforce. So which is where we said, an integration with that platform is necessary. We also built a single view of customer or single source of truth, as they call it, within the Salesforce cloud. We proposed it and we built it, and I'll show you how that looked as well. And this is where, we said that, it's not just about technology, it's also about building processes which make sure that technology is getting leveraged. So we built what is called as a closed loop campaign operations framework, where for every single campaign, we define the customer value. So what's the customer value proposition? We define that in order to achieve that customer value proposition, what's the campaign that needs to be run. Then of course the campaign gets executed, and this includes, real-time segmentation of customer data, hyper personalization. So let's say, the recommendation engine tells us that if somebody has this kind of an investment history, this kind of a risk appetite, this is how the market is performing, maybe the next recommendation to give that person is XYZ versus another recommendation for each of their tens of lakh customers, right? So how do we get those recommendations and include them in the campaigns that we run, so that every person, if he or she opens their email, immediately they see, okay, this is something absolutely customized for me, segment of one, as we call it. Now, once the campaign is executed, can we track the campaign responses? What is the performance of these campaigns? What are the kind of clicks we are getting? What are the kind of logins we are getting, transactions we are getting, and so on. And then that campaign progress, and this is why it's called closed loop, the performance of that campaign goes back into the planning for the further campaigns, right? So that's why it's called a closed loop marketing. So this is something that we established working very, very closely with their tech teams, their CIO team, as well as their marketing teams. And this is the kind of architecture, that we were able to build, so there was various sources of data from the customer, which are basically their product data, customer data, transactional information, distributor information, kind of moving into the platform. So within the Salesforce platform, obviously the ones, the attributes and the data points which are relevant towards marketing kind of get moved into the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Then what we do is, basis the campaigns that are run, basis the performance that the campaigns give, email response data, SMS campaign data, etc., we feed that back into the recommendation engine, so that the next time around the recommendations also include, stuff like which emails are getting opened the most, which SMSs are getting clicked the most, and so on. Obviously, all this information is then used by the MarTech platform to run campaigns on email, SMS, other channels like landing pages, push messages, social ads, and so on and so forth. Right. So that's the proposed architecture that we built for this customer. And obviously, there is a business result that we are able to drive. So if we just look at this diagram, it says, from so what was the state initially? The state initially was, here's a product, let's find someone and talk to them about the product. That moved to, I have a person with insights on his preferences that suggests that that person has a need. So let me send them the exact product that fits that particular need. That's the kind of shift we were able to draw out. And that resulted in, the customer experience going from a mass one size fits all kind of customer experience all the way over the course of a 6-month period to a one-to-one customer experience. And, while I'm wrapping up, just quick things that we were able to achieve, we were able to reduce the total number of sends that go out by 80%. The average lift and conversion rate over 12 months has been 3x. The increase in online transactions has been 9% year on year over what was projected. The TAT for sending out market product related information has gone down from 1 week to 1 day. And the ROI for the last financial year, how much they achieved over how much they spent, was over 2x. These are the phenomenal kind of results that we are able to drive. And, with that, I want to kind of conclude and say that today in the BFSI industry, improving the customer experience and delivering something that's truly world-class is absolutely possible. We're happy to help. For any information, you can write to me on the email address mentioned here. Thank you.